Missed you last week. Hold on just a second. As you can see, it's the holiday season where I am, and we've got a tree up. So, where were we? Ah, yes. Believe we are swamping it up today. Something I'm probably going to have to do because I don't remember updating my death counter every single time I died. Luckily, I haven't been clearing them off of my map, so I should be able to see all of them. Not that it's that important overall. Alright, so we're trying to get them acclimated. Punch. Oh, yes. It's Christmas time. And so there are Christmas things with which to decorate my home. Let's see. I don't really want to be doing stuff in the rain. Granted, the swamp is always rainy, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's head back home. And let's take a look at the things that are here. I wonder if I can make the Yule tree. 1 fir cone, 10 regular wood. Do I have? I do have a fir cone. I'm sure I have 10 regular wood. Or not. Get wrecked. Yeah, I really showed that poor who's boss. And the nice thing about the little tree is that, oops, daisy, wrote the wrong thing. It gives you extra comfort. So, oh my word. So what I wanted to do is put the chair over here. The tree. There. Why does my comfort go away when why does it detect that I'm not sheltered there? That's weird. A comfort of 9. I'm a bird. I'll be right back. That's a microphone. I turned the microphone on. Thank you, Talados. Appreciate you letting me know. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I do have a Christmas tree. In real life and in the game. Isn't it cool? I love it. So, as is to be expected, I'm dying a lot in the swamp, as happens. So, it's mostly my own doing. I can't really blame the swamp critters for this by much. Oh, look. A boar that could make my day worse. The swamp is like that. Alright. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm using the bear armor, which by default makes me squishy. I'm sure that has absolutely no bearing on anything that I'm doing right this moment. Let's see. Well, let's hoof it. I mean, I know where this is. I don't need to put this on the map yet. I should probably make, like, the fine wood bow. Or something along those lines. Like, I should do something to... Oh. Well, this is a suboptimal setup. This is not... the did they fix this? I wonder if they fixed this. Nope. They sure didn't. You can still hack your way into these things. I'm a dirty, dirty cheater. But we gonna get iron today. Hello, sir. Hello, other sir. I don't like you. Alright, I don't hear... Get wrecked, son. Sir? There we go. Ooh. Poison arrows. Iron arrows. Amber. Withered bones. So many things. My inventory's probably full. So how have you been, Talados? I think we might have chatted about your Thanksgiving, but I'll ask about it again here since I wasn't here for Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, a couple of days ago our leftovers expired, so there are no more big snacks. Oh, hey, congratulations on getting what really, honestly, at this point is like a basic human right at your home. I hear the pile. Yes, I know, you guys don't like that I'm here. I don't like that I'm here either. Can you get to me now? No. Oh, you can now. Now, do we take the risk of trying to get ourselves an elite? I think we do. Why isn't this spawning things? Whoop! Too much. We'll use this chest as the... Actually, no, this is a terrible chest to use as that. I mean, it's not a terrible chest, it's just this one's better. There we go. So why aren't they spawning? Is it too close to this? Yeah! Okay. Wait. Are you in the... Oh. Alright. So what? I can... I'm gonna die. Pretty sure... Alright, so I can't hit it. Ay. Well, this is a problem. Ay. Okay. Get out of here. Is that why this wouldn't spawn new ones? I've already made terrible decisions before of trying to let these things spawn up more baddies, but I guess it's just not going to work. No, that sucks. I don't want to leave this behind to potentially kill me, so onward and upward. You are moved back into your house. Now, this is after the hurricane, right? Like all of that destruction, and should really pop this before I get. Yeah, the hurricane from last September. Nothing like having to wait over a year to get back to your home. But I am glad that you're back. It sucks that it took that long, but I'm glad to hear that you have returned. Things I will inevitably have too many of. Withered bones. Wow, still some construction left, but livable, and that's a good thing. No skill drain, it's time to die. A weird bug from some of the recent updates where the like there's something on the other side of this. A blurb. Landed right on my mace. A decent place for. Wait, we're gonna. Okay. It's a decent first crypt for sure. Lots of space in here to find more stuff. I like it. I might run out of my pick before I thought I heard you. Come on. Okay, didn't even know I was here. Boogie for lack of pick. And there it is. Alright. And away we go. So, back. This is where I believe I put all of that iron. So, and there's the entrance. So, wow. Alright. Wow, what do I do? These are way, wait, these are way pounds and ounces. I do not need those. So that's a little bit of space I can save. I think I can carry 23. Cool. I mean, I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'm definitely not going to be able to carry more of that, but alright, well, I think that's just going to have to be what it is. I don't think it opens the gate, so I have to leave that there to come back to it. It's not nighttime yet, but I have this sneaky suspicion that it's gonna be. Yes, I hear you. Don't want to hear you. Can't collect any of his materials. What I really don't want to encounter. I'm not thrilled about this blob, but what I really don't want to encounter. Cool. Oh, alright. There were 3 of them. Did not notice that. I really actually would like the blood bags more than the neck trophy and the necktail. Don't need the leech trophy either, I don't think. Right? Yeah, I don't need it right now. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I really do not want to run into an abomination. So hopefully I manage to skirt around something like that. Ah, there's the cold. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that was a skeleton. I am okay with skeletons. I am less okay with wraiths. Doesn't look like any of them have spawned. I do want to deal with this blob though, because no, there shall be no poison I see you. I see you. I know you hear me. I probably shouldn't lead you back to my base. Is that all of them? I see that brute. Unsure if he knows I'm here or not. I really don't want to fight him. Now, I can't... I have no wood on me, so I cannot... I can't build myself a chest. I really don't want to leave that there. I'm not saying it'll despawn. I'm just saying that it might. And if I ended up losing the vast majority of that to despawn, as opposed to just like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if he is aware of me, and that's not fun. Nope, you're dying now, buddy. You didn't have to. Where'd your friends go? Did they just, like, straight up despawn? I guess they did. I'm not gonna look that in the eye. We out. Yeah, we out. I just don't want to leave and then have my portal get broken. Granted, I have my boat at the home here. I have the portal to my Black Forest is still good. I do have turnips. Cool. I forgot what I had. But really don't want to, you know, have to travel all the way back there on a boat just to then travel back so that I can bring the iron with me. Alright. We rested. We filled. Now where do I... Am I, like, housing Buke berries anywhere? I feel like it would be taking up an unnecessary slot, but look at that, I do have them taking up a slot. Can't wait to get the obliterator. I don't know that I've ever intentionally used I don't know that I've ever intentionally used wait, no, yeah, that's what I want to do. My word. I guess I'll drop that in here. Buke berries. I know it's a thing. I know it's arrows. At some point, I will make a bow. Honestly, I should sooner rather than later. Oh, entrails and blood bags. Do I have those? I do. There we go. Alright, so the cauldron does not yet have an improvement. I'm pretty sure that requires iron. So once I get some iron material, I will either need to get 10 tin and make myself another cauldron at my Black Forest base, or I will need to transport this stuff all the way back here. I feel like maybe it would be better to just make another thing up here at my Black Forest base instead of you know, coming all the way back over here. Look at all these things that are growing. I'm gonna save it for now, though. I don't think I can make better foods right this minute, so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do. Nope, not gonna grab that yet. I'm going to head back to the crypt. I'm going to continue exploring it, harvesting its sweet metal innards. And then I will I'm well aware of the risks I'm taking here without having more food on me. I am aware of how stupid this is, but I'm going to do it anyway because we all live on the edge here. I didn't put my leather scraps away. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright. Regroup. Okay. Okay. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright. I don't necessarily want to be poisoned if I can avoid it. Get wrecked. Oh. Parried. Boyo. Just. Alright. I have a child to put to bed. So I will be right back. And we're back. And of course, as is tradition, with a liquid death. It's my last one. I have to buy more at some point. Alright, so... No! How did I... Oh, I missed. Another one? At this point, I'm killing them out of spite. I don't need to. I just am. Now, something... that I forgot I could do. Not that it's... really doing me much. leveling the ground to make paths in the swamp. It is an absolute thing. Sorry, I keep hearing noises. That is so weird. I don't know where it's coming from. Somehow it didn't know I was there, I guess. What's that next stuff? Alright, so I do believe there was more down this way to mine away. It's just, yeah. I thought so. Now, as expansive as this side has been, what that probably means is those other directions on the other side are going to have absolutely nothing in them. It sounds like something like being scooted on hard, like a hard floor, but like in real short bursts, like and I don't know, could be something upstairs, could be an animal, could be nothing. I could be nothing. Who knows? Simply take advantage of the absolutely terrible pathing. So as I right then. I can see it. There we go. Now there is something there, 'cause I can see the little glowy thing, but it's very far away. That's unfortunate. Sorry, I guess I'm letting that sound bother me more than I thought I would. The active mining is a very slow, tedious act. And for sure, it is incredibly tedious when you're mining copper or mining silver, I would even say. Just because both of those have just, they require multiple strikes, they require relatively low level equipment to be able to. I guess you need the iron to be able to mine silver, but I think the nice thing about the muddy scrap mining is that each swing really feels, it carries a lot of weight. If you swing once and you might break 2 or 3 bits, it's still a lot. Ow. No. Cool. I thought I heard... Okay, I did not hear the squelch of a blob. That's good. I don't know. Even though the crypt is big, I guess the other fun thing when you're harvesting iron, you are doing something. You're not just finding some, you know, rock in the middle of an area. You're adventuring, you're dealing with the swamp critters. You know, there's a lot going on. It just feels less tedious, I guess, which is good for the time that you're stuck with. But boy, once you have to deal with coming back to the swamp all the friggin' time, because for some reason iron is the single most important metal that you can possibly find in this game. That increases the tedium for sure. I think having better ways of accessing iron in wow, this is more expansive than I expected. These are a lot of dead ends, though. All 3 of these are dead ends. Which is fine. Little bits of muddy scrap tile that can't be reached. It sounds like there is a little bit more beast here. And that's the pickaxe. Broken again! Alright. So we're gonna let's just do that. Yeah, I don't think dropping anything else is going to make any meaningful difference, so go ahead and boogie woogie woogie out of here. I definitely just need to go home. Anyway, jumping into the water with no stamina. Rested bonus is about gone. So overall, this has been a really good take for this crypt. So we will store up some more iron, head home, get rested, grab some food, and then we shall return. Unfortunately, this is the part of Valheim no one tells you about, coming out here, running around doing all of this nonsense. Now that I have blood bags, am I able to make the better? The mead kettle doesn't actually get any upgrades. Medium healing, I sure can. Look at that. What am I like on poison resistance? Good. Let's grab 10 of these and some of those, and let's just grab 10 more of these so that I have them on food. Yeah, medium healing. It's a good thing to have. Put all of those things away because why not? Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, there we go. Alright, so as far as foods are concerned, no, not what I meant to do. This is not the chest, it's this one. Ooh, look at them, all ready to be harvested. Alright, so Amber, where am I? Here. I'll tell you, when I finally find a trader, which I'm just going to go back here and make sure that that hasn't shown up on my map and I just missed it. When I finally find him, I'm going to be able to get that belt. I probably won't be able to get the belt immediately. Hopefully. Alright, repair everything. Grab my cultivator. Alright. Carrots. Turnips. Bonus harvest. Yay. Alright, so I'm not going to make anything with the turnips yet because I need to make more seed turnips. Yep. That's all of my turnips. Let's see, I've got 18 carrot seeds. I think I am going to go ahead and just my carrot seeds, and I'm going to keep the rest of my carrots and cook with them. Let's see. So let's grab some of that. Let's grab. Ooh, no. I are not going to be able to make much deer stew. 5. Let's just go ahead and make 5. I want carrot stew. Carrot soup. I can make 5 of those. Hooray! I wonder if boar turkey is worthwhile. Like, I don't feel like it is. Oh, that's right, you can use that. 2323. That's not terrible, but the honey that I needed is better. And yeah, I lose out on a little bit of health, but I maintain better stamina. And really, in the grand scheme, that's what I want. Is better stamina. So, go. Goes away. It goes away. Carrots here. Mushrooms here. Alright, cool. More arrows that I am not using. Oh, those are 2 things that I need to put away. Where do I have this? Seeds right there. Withered bones in there. Okay, cultivator. Good. Away! Away we go. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Strongbad plays Valheim. If I could improv Strongbad as well as he was intentionally written, I might go with him a little more frequently. Whoa, man. But I'm just, I can't. I know a lot of the mannerisms, but that's about it. Alright, so back we go. Yeah. Better foods, better pizza, Valheim John's. At some point I'll go back and collect all that stuff that the Grey Dwarves dropped. Entrails. I do want those. Before I do anything, because that's bound to happen. What? Why was there scrap iron on the ground? That's weird. Alright. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Get out the pick and get back to it. Now I do think we're going to run with this one, so vacating shortly, and then coming back with all of the necessary boat materials and take this back to the base. wood chopping so that I can make coal. Yes. I thought I heard you over here. Gotcha. Wow. Yeah. Haha. Ooh. Like it muy macho. I do like the copious, not copious, but the fact that I just stacked that much from a treasure chest is nice. Let's go in here. There's probably nothing but a wet deep buff to earn from that, but you never know. Like this. Maybe a dead end, maybe. Imagine that this further. Yeah. Right. Coins, I think. That, as they say, is that. That is our first sunken crypt excavated. So, still pretty sure I can't take 30 in a single trip. Look at that. I don't need more of those. I have enough to... Actually, no. I'm going to need at least 18 of them, or 16 of them. I'm going to have to kill each boss twice. One to get a trophy to put up in my museums, and one to put up in the place where you normally put them, so that you can, yeah. I guess I'm going to need to leave those there because I do have to come back. All right, away we go. Now, also at some point, I am going to go back towards where I died up there with better foods, because there is a Surtling spawner up there that I definitely want to get access to. So, what I would do is get my things returned, verify how much iron that I have. I have a feeling I'm going to have more than 4 full stacks by the end of this. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. I don't have to go back yet. I don't want to... I got 5 minutes on that meat. I might as well use it. Because I am done. Getting the rest of the iron and getting my workbench and chair would be pretty solid. Yes, Snack. Follow me into the swamp. Distract the Draugr for me. I see you. I see you. I see you. I kind of over planned for that. Heard you coming. Cool. Basically have the path down for this particular crypt. Oh. Have to be all the way sat before it'll let you pop that in. Okay. Oh yeah, Totally. Look at that. Right. I suppose not being able to pick up the workbench is less critical. Oh, I suppose I should also go give that a little marky mark that it is done. But yeah, so I think we're going to have just enough space in the carve to be able to transport this without having to do any... Go, Drugger Man, go! Kill those necks! Anyway. I like the look of that tree trunk over there. Very abomination vibes to it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. So... drop that in there. Yeah. Alright, so... we didn't even have too much of that. Alright. So we are going to head back to the main base. Eat some more honey. Put away the things. Ooh, almost in need of having more space for that. I don't think there's anything for me to drop in there right now. Stuff to drop there, stuff to drop there, stuff to drop. Hey, I have enough withered bones now. We'll just go ahead and drop that in there because I don't need it right this minute. Let's put that there. Punishing stipulation. Wow, what a cool thing. You're so cool. Man, should be ashamed to get banned. That's horrifying. The bear I love clipping through things. It's so revealing. Scarily so. Repair things. And then grab the boat materials. Yes, I'm gonna go from here. Couldn't remember for a minute where I wanted to travel from. Is there enough range on this? No, I need that workbench to be in a better location. In fact, I think I'm gonna have to bring it like all the way out here. I do not see the gentle glow of berries in their pen. I will probably need to come back. Alright. Now, folks, for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's tuba time. It's so love it. Okay. Now what's funny is, you can't jump when you're over encumbered, but you can climb ladders and swim. Not exactly sure how that works, but it is something that does work. Alright. We have that ready to go. I'm going to bring this back over here because at some point, this is where I'm going to keep stuff over here, I guess. Take that back with us, I guess. I'm not going to leave the boat there unattended. It's a terrible idea. Dang, I was kind of hoping that some of these raspberry bushes had respawned. None of those respawned, but those did. I only got 4? That sucks. Oh, more up here, cool. I just need to give more to my boars over here so that they will be happy. Maybe that's how we'll spend some more time on this stream. We'll come back and we'll definitely get some iron smelting, but maybe we'll come back and why do you hate me, Dan? Whoa! Calm, sir. Weird. How's that? Wow. We're not gonna lick this gift. Lick? We're not gonna look this gift horse in the mouth. We have an incredibly favorable wind to take us back to our base. And the only thing holding us back is the size of the ship. I was watching a replay of one of Snazzy's streams, not Spazzy anymore. How did I mess that up? He hasn't been that in a long time. Snazzy's stream, where he was playing a special mod called Trophy Hunt Trailblazer, which gives the boats like GTA level speed mods, and with just a little bit of wind at your back, these things are flying across the water. Hilarious to watch. Why am I turning? I don't know. The ocean. I suppose technically this is dangerous. Could be dangerous if I am here at night with no bow, no harpoon, no way of dealing with a serpent. And this boat is not as fast as a serpent. So now with 10 minutes left of rested, I should be fine. And it's not storming in the ocean, which is another big thing. But still, moderately nerve-wracking. I think what I'm seeing right now is, yeah, I'm seeing that. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, huh. The draw distance on this game is remarkably good. I do feel like the Carve is generally faster than this, and I wonder if the speed has anything to do with its, like, cargo. Like, I have the cargo nearly full. And I guess it's entirely possible that slows the boat down. It would make sense. This game has several elements that are oddly realistic. I don't like the time of day. I am back in the Black Forest though, so I shouldn't encounter any ne'er-do-wells of the ocean. I'll tell you, one thing that would definitely be really cool, but also highly nerve-wracking for someone like me, would be adding some kind of additional beast content to the ocean. Because right now, there isn't any, really. It's just, you go to the ocean, sometimes you come across leviathans you can mine off of, and that's it. That's all you get. And then sometimes you get much worse things, like serpentious. There are any treasure chests here? I don't think I do. I do have treasure chests, but what am I talking about? Nope. Can't do that, can I? Gotta have the stamina to tuba walk. But it is nice with the amount of iron that I have to fill all three of these. So let's chop down some wood. Pine. Don't need core wood. I only need at least 10. Be enough to... Oh. We're done. I don't have any wood here. 21. That's not wood. Oh, poo. That's right. You still need enough to actually make a wood stack to then burn away. There we go. Alright, so get back on. Get back on. I think I just need 10. Go home, go to sleep, and come back to magically completed forging, smelting. I don't think our fermenter would be done yet. Nope. Can't go to sleep without wood. Perfect. All right. And a little bit of stuff to put away here. Oh, not everything, because I'm not gonna make anything else right now. Back to the Black Forest. It is made. Yes. Look at these things I can now make. Alright. So, go out and harvest some more wood. Gonna need a lot of it. Look at all these build things I'm getting. The reinforced chest. Wow. Oh. Someone who doesn't often use axes. I guess I should. Really don't want to be caught out here. That was rude. Now, I do think probably core wood stacks can be, that's probably true. Core wood stacks can probably be set ablaze just like regular wood stacks can. There's core wood aplenty in the Black Forest. I suppose, additionally, at some point, I am going to have to come back and chop more copper and chop more copper, mine more copper. Ooh, it's not. Oh dear. Oh no, no. Oh, come on. I probably accidentally destroyed a blueberry bush there. wood stack. No, we don't. I'm not far, but I don't. It's so silly. I should destroy my boat here shortly. It is ready for another foe. Wow. Just so laden with things. Okay. So this is proceeding with iron. Now, this is the thing I need to confirm, because now that I have iron, I really want to start crafting all the sausages. Yep, spice rack. Oh. Oh, did I unlock that when I got the turnip? Boom. Guess so. That's probably when I unlocked that. But there's also these things too, like the food prep table. There's so many things that come out. But I probably won't make a food prep table yet. It's not really terribly useful until, or unless, I want to go fishing. But even then I have to find Haldor to be able to do that. Alright, so let's repair these things. Repair these things. Put other things away where they belong. Trophies. So there. More arrows. So many flint head arrows. So more treasure. More resin. Scraps. Alright, so I've gotten everything there that I need to get. I think we'll just go over here for a little bit and camp out with the boar. Talados, thank you for coming out. I appreciate you being here. I hope to see you next week, and I hope you have a great evening. But I'll come back over here. Berries are still there. Both boar are still there. So we'll just hang out here. We will chill the most and give these boar a chance to acclimate, because I would love so. Sorry, got distracted by a very affirming message. Anyway, I definitely want to get these guys situated, because I'm going to be getting into sausage season here, and I'm probably going to end up running out of boar meat at some point, and having consistent access to both. I don't know if I'm going to need. Why are there no hearts? Are they bothered right now? Okay, there's a heart. Still running around though, not quite understanding that. Anyway, there is something to be said for having access to consistent boar meat and consistent leather scraps. Well, maybe not the leather scraps as much, but the boar meat. For sure, there are decent reasons to do it. Now, this being a completionist run, as I'm trying to do, I certainly need... Did he start, like, bobbing his head? I think he just does that idly anyway. Okay. Anyway. Taming each of the animals is certainly going to be a big part of it. It'll be easier for boar. I don't know if I should make a commitment, so to speak, to only tame, or not only tame, but to make sure that I have the highest quality boars. Which I could really be annoying to myself and be like, I'm going to, tame one of each star quality of creature. Not so bad for Loxes, they have no star variants in the base game. Like, you can spawn them, but they don't naturally spawn. But I'm pretty sure, boar and wolves both have 1 and 2 star variants, and I'm pretty sure the Askven have 1 and 2 star variants. So I think taming them alone is enough to say, completed, good job. But I do think there is a decent argument to be made that I should be, that maybe taming the higher quality ones are the best option. One thing that I had seen, and I saw this back in a much older build, was a 2-star wolf army against Yaglith. And it was basically, I don't know how many wolves that guy had. It was a lot. And he let them, like, he summoned Yaglith, he kind of took them over to where Yaglith was going to pop up out of the ground. And Yaglith, I was going to say of all the bosses, he's the one that kind of just has a really long animation, so you get to beat on him a lot. But no, I guess they all have some animation that goes with their summoning. But basically, the wolves all immediately start attacking him, and they attack so quickly that his health bar went bloop. And I'm not saying that I would try to do that for this run. It's certainly not the fastest way to deal with Yaglith. Actually, it probably is one of the faster ways to deal with Yaglith, but it may be one of those things that I'd like to give a shot to, just because it could be silly. Queen's Jam. That's the other stamina food. I was trying to remember what the other stamina food was, but it requires so many berries to utilize properly. So, hopefully I won't have to go running off getting more raspberries for these guys. And I don't necessarily want to, like, breed them yet. I will say, there is stuff I could be doing. I have to be within a certain range of them for them to continue taming, and I think this is close enough. But I'm going to want to give them a proper pen that isn't open air like what they currently have. And that's going to require the wood. So I might as well get a little more here, so that it's not, complete boredom waiting for something to tame. Alright, that's enough, I think. I can always bring that workbench over here so that I don't have to relocate or build another one and waste the wood on that. It'll be a really simple pen. I'm not going to go crazy on it. Probably end up putting it right where they are. I just, you know. I'm recalling the previous time on this stream that I tamed a boar and me dying when that happened. Alright, well, we are going to go back real quick while we're waiting. We're going to count death counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't believe I hadn't died out here. 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, did I skip 7? I think I skipped 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I did. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I was accurate. Unless at some point I deleted a death marker, which I could have. Like, part of me, I kind of want to delete a death marker and then do this to see if it will restore deleted death markers, but that would also not necessarily invalidate, but then I'd have to keep in mind if I ever go back to count them again, I'm gonna have to add 1 because I deleted a death counter. Is it moderately neurotic of me to do that? Yeah, it is. Come on, my little boars. So I'd say for a starter island, this is pretty solid. And I guess this isn't technically a starter island because there's a river here and a river there and a river there. I'm not sure if this connects in here. It looks like this river does not just loop around. It looks like it goes down that way. I suppose I could do more to explore this area. Some people are like, you should get rid of all of the fog of war if you're going to do a 100% completion, and I can't. I could not ever do that. What a bear of a task that would be. Now, later in the game, once we've found the Bog Witch, once we've acquired certain spices that she has available, we can make a mead that, when consumed, for the duration of the mead, it makes animals tame, I think, twice as fast. So the mead itself doesn't last long enough for an animal to go from wild to tame, but it does shorten the process where you don't have to wait around for 30 minutes to get a beast to tame. So now it is cumulative, so if I leave the boars and come back, they're going to retain their they'll retain their status. This is the meadows. I'm not terribly concerned about being out here in the dark and the cold. My portal's right over there if I absolutely have to boogie, but at the very least I'm not terribly concerned about anything happening here. So one of the things that I'm going to be able to craft now, and I think I have it, should have it. I don't, I do have it, stonecutter table. So once I've gone to that place over there and I've established that that's going to be my base, I'll put a stonecutter there as well. And that stonecutter will enable me to rebuild the broken pieces of that tower, repair the damaged pieces of that tower, and basically just establish me a nice solid museum base there. Now I just thought about the fact that there might be a boar stone around here. I hope there isn't. Okay, Okay. Boar stones are not like... I wish you didn't have to get so close to them just to see what they're... Okay, so that one's at 67. I got them both at about the same time, so I imagine they will both acclimate at the same time. We are going to head back and go to bed, though. I know I don't have to. I could just hang out, but I am going to go back. I don't like being out at night. Even though... And it's always nice to have the resting bonus. And of course, sleeping also progresses the growth of plants, so... I got swamped. So another thing I'm probably going to do at some point is rename the portals that I currently have. Now this campsite, Mountain North, that's right. That's the indicator that if I just go basically due north from here, there's a big old mountain. So, at least I know that there's one there. And so I've been thinking, additionally, am I going to continue with the no boss run? Because it's going to make things more difficult. For the first few biomes, it's not a big deal. Once I get into the mountain, I'll probably take a stag breaker with me, or if I can make an iron sledge, that instead, and use it to detect silver veins underground, which negates the need of bone masses drop. Just like using the workbench and the chair negates the need for the elders drop. Boo, I think we're out of food. But the difference between the previous bosses and Motor is Motor's drop, and then after Motor, I think all of them actually have similar types of drops. Motor's drop, Yaglith's drop, the Queen's drop, they all allow you to craft things. Like actual crafting items that you need. With Motor, you get Motor's Tears, which lets you make you get the Tears, which lets you make the artisan table. You get the Torn Spirit with Yaglith, which gives you access to the wisps. And then with the Queen, you get the... I forget what it's called, but it lets you make the artisan press, which then lets you craft the item that makes it easier, I guess you could say, to get into the Ashlands. You don't, at the very least in that case, you don't need it. um, the the Drakkar, the biggest boat. Um, like it can resist the heat of the water, but if you're willing to risk it, you can figure out a way to get to the land in the Ashlands with a non heat resistant boat, and then basically get access to the Ashlands. But the big thing, without motors, tiers, I cannot make the windmill, the loom, or the oven. Those are huge. Not having access, especially to the windmill and the oven, means not having access to a lot of food options. Like the windmill, ultimately only gives you specifically flour, but you take that flour to the kitchen prep table and you make bread dough, or you make lox pie. You have to cook those, and without having the oven, you can't cook them. You can't cook them in anything else. So, not having motors tiers kind of limits what I'm going to be able to do. So I may have to bite the bullet and not go with a bossless run. Although it adds a degree of challenge not having that. The foods, it's just that those foods and things, they do ultimately impact what you're able to do in combat. The amount you're able to dodge, or the ability to parry at all. So, man, this is interesting, isn't it? Isn't this so fun? Love it. I really want them to tame. I would love for that to happen before the stream ends, so that way we get the boring stuff out of the way. I suppose another thing that I could have done is built some kind of base here, but I don't really want a base here. Like, this is strictly for the care of the boars. And building stuff puts their comfort at risk. They've got to be close. I just don't want to cheese them again and cause this to take longer. Ow! 92. 98. Of course. So impatient. Well, at least they're almost done. And they should be done before the end of the stream, and then I can build a little hut for them. Maybe make the stream go 5 minutes over. Build a little hut so that they have a safe place to live. And that'll be that. And they're back to taming again. So I don't think the little hearts are like a percentage. They must represent a smaller percentage. Yay! Boar has been tamed! So the 2-star is now tamed. It shouldn't take too much longer for the 0-star to be tamed, and then the way the game works is every time they have offspring, like the animals, like the game doesn't get too into the whole like if the animals are male or female. It's basically when the two come together, one of them, like the game determines which one is going to be the female and which one's the male, and then whichever one it determined was the female at that time, its offspring will end up having the traits of the mother. So if they come together and it, the game decides that the male boar is the 0-star boar and the female is the 2-star, then the 2-star piggy the piggy that's born will be a 2-star piggy. At which point you can kill the 0-star one. The game doesn't care about branching family trees either. So then you can always have a guaranteed 2-star boar. In, I think, certain situations, that could be very beneficial. I mean, obviously it's beneficial to have access to larger quantities of meat and leather scraps. If, at some point I'm going to upgrade or make more. There we go. Now we can get in here. They love me. We can, of course, rename them. I don't think I've ever named a boar Boris before, and I feel kind of bad that I haven't. Anyway. So I guess that's a good thing to kind of test, see how they react. Wow. I'm gonna run out of wood. Yeah, I'm already out of wood. Boo. So the idea would just be to have a nice little place for them to relax and rest. There's no real worry about like truly protecting them. I just want it to look nice. Later in the game, with the Stir the Cauldron event, you definitely run the risk of losing animals to the bats, because the bats, while they don't deal a ton of damage, they deal enough damage. And they can lead to the death of your farm animals. Nothing I can really do about that, which is unfortunate. Kidding me? There we go. All right. What's funny is I actually want to break those for aesthetics, and that would have been the wood I needed. Whatever. Actually, I need 4 more wood. I just need more. 1 wood. Okay, let's finish this. And then we're done. Again, it's all for aesthetics. All for aesthetics. It's very important. It's not ugly at all. Shut up. And we already have a piggy. The question is, it's a 2-star piggy, baby. Alright, well, to ensure we don't get any 0-star piggies, I will do that number. And I will hop here, sit down, and I will say thank you for viewing the stream if you were here. If you weren't, I hope to see you next week. And I've got a Discord, you can join it, and you can chat with people, and we'd have a whole lot of fun there. So I hope everyone has a great evening, and we will see you next week. Bye!